Hello and welcome to EUTV Sports Update. We'll be looking at the latest sports news from Evangel University and around the region. I'm Ethan Mincy.
We'll also look at college football across the nation and check out the latest happenings in professional sports. I'm Adriana McGregor and this is Sports Update on EUTV.
It's a big week here on Sports Update with the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday, and I gotta know, Adriana, who do you think is gonna win it all?
You know, that is a great question. I personally am from Kansas City, so I feel like I kind of have to root for the Chiefs. However, I wouldn't be opposed to see someone else take the Super Bowl trophy home this year.
Absolutely.
Speaking of exciting games, Ethan, will you start us off with the men's basketball results from
Of course. Valor's men basketball hosted the Bethel Threshers on Sunday afternoon, looking to continue their strong play in the last few weeks. Garrett DeVault opened scoring in the first half, giving Evangel an early 2-0 advantage, but the EU offense grew cold, failing to score again until the 14-minute 36-second mark, while Bethel scored 11 straight. The Valor defense settled in and was able to get the stops, scoring on the other end of the baskets coming up from Harrison Doning and Luke Foster to push Evangel to trail 18-19 before DeVault scoring to give EU a 20-19 lead in the 5-minute 50-second remaining in the half. Both teams traded the lead on several occasions before Bethel went on a 9-3 run and led 28-34 with 2 minutes 23 seconds remaining. A pair of three-point baskets from Ty Campbell paired with basket from Harrison Doning on the final possession made it a 36-36 deadlock game at halftime. However, Valor came up just short, falling 70-73 in the final score.
The women's basketball team faced Bethel College this past Saturday here at the AG Financial Arena. The game opened with a fast-paced first quarter. Both teams traded the lead 6 different times and were tied 7 times as well. Evangel took the lead at half with 43-30. When the teams came back, neither could score for the first 4 minutes. Bethel broke the scoring drought. The teams entered the final period with enthusiasm as the score was 58-49. Evangel still in the lead. Jazzy Kirby shot the final scoring point for EU to end the night with a win. The score was 82-64. The softball team ended their 4-game series with Our Lady of the Lake this past Saturday, February 1st. The team was fighting to earn at least a split with the number 1 seed of the NAIA, the national champions. Evangel played great games and fought hard, winning Game 3 with a score of 3-2. In the final game, the Valor had a strong lead in the 4th inning, but OLLU was ready to answer. They came back and took their victory with a score of 7-8. Both Evangel and Our Lady of the Lake finished the series with earning a split.
Valor men and women's tennis opened their 2025 spring season on Saturday afternoon, hosting the NCAA D11 opponent Southwest Baptist. Both the men and women had very close scoring games, but unfortunately defeated. Evangel fought hard, but was unable to take the win in doubles or singles, falling 0-7. You know, even though this has been a tough week for Evangel's sports teams, I feel like they're going to come back, work really hard, and get some major wins these upcoming weeks this season.
Yes, even through the tough seasons, Evangel has been known to pull through and always bring us those positive results. And I know the athletes are working hard to give us, what we want to see.
Absolutely.
And coming up, we have an inside look at the men's basketball team as Dane Foster comes in for an interview.
And later, we will take a look at the NFL Pro Bowl games and some NBA trades, as well as talk about the upcoming Super Bowl game this Sunday. Stay tuned.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Welcome back to today's EU Sports interview. We are honored to have with us the Evangel basketball junior forward, Dane Foster. Thank you so much for joining us, Dane.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get right into it. Now, I know a lot of people like to get to know the individual player better, so let's start with a little background. You've probably been playing basketball for a little while now. What first got you into the game?
My great-grandpa, Cliff, he played, I think, all through college, and he coached for, I want to say, probably 40-plus years. So he's definitely probably the main reason I got into basketball.
Yeah. And where did he coach at?
He coached in like many high schools around Missouri. No, he coached at Marshall High School. I think he was there for most of his time.
Cool. That's super cool. So fast forward to now, here you are playing at the college level. And the transition from high school to basketball or to college sports can be difficult. What was that experience like for you?
It was tough for me at first. Coming out of high school, I was ready to play instantly, but that wasn't the case. I went to a school a JUCO in Kansas City and redshirted there, so that was hard for me to kind of adjust to. I just wasn't ready for like the speed of the game, and just it was very different.
Okay, that's interesting. What's your favorite part about being on Evangel's team specifically?
The people I've met so far. I've made lifelong friends, without a doubt. I was nervous at first just because I had never lived on this side of Missouri or been over here much, so I didn't really know what to expect. But the friends I've made it feel like home for sure.
Yeah, I think friends and like a team atmosphere is so important and makes or break the college experience for sure. How has basketball helped you grow, maybe physically, spiritually, or anything else?
Well, spiritually, it's helped me grow just by coming to Evangel. I've gotten so much closer to God and been able to practice that, pretty much every day. So spiritually, just coming here. But basketball, I guess, helps me in ways like on and off the court, be a better person, get closer to friends and family and, just pretty much have to get better.
Yeah, that's fair. So you said it's helped you grow spiritually. Does your team do like devos or what does that atmosphere kind of look like?
Yeah, so we usually try to do it every Tuesday night, but tonight we'll do a little Bible study. Sometimes we'll do it on campus. We'll do it we'll go to my apartment and do it, or someone else's. But we try to at least do one or two a week.
Yeah, okay, that's super cool. It's awesome to hear that you and the other players are growing on and off the court. Looking at your opponents, who is the toughest team you say you've faced so far?
Toughest team, I'd say. Probably say Ottawa. They got us. We saw them earlier in the season. They got us, and then we just played them last week, and it was a dogfight till the end. But we got the win in the end. So I'd say they made us work for everything, both games. So.
Okay, well that's super cool. Let's move towards this season more specifically. How do you feel about your performance and your team's performance so far?
I feel like I can get better at almost everything. There's always room for improvement in my aspect. But the team, I feel like from game one to now, I feel like we've improved tremendously with the flow of the offense, the team chemistry, and just like the drive to win. So I feel like we've improved in every aspect so far.
Yeah, well, that's really good to hear. How do you feel about the upcoming game?
I think we're ready. We've been scouting. We've been going through their stuff, and I think we've been locked in all week and prior practices. So I think we're ready to go tomorrow.
Okay, well that is great to hear too. What is the best advice you could give to an incoming freshman?
Best advice to an incoming freshman, I'd probably say just be open to everything. be willing to make new friends and go do things you've never done before. Go do events that they hold on campus. Go watch basketball games, volleyball games, stuff like that. Just be an open book.
Okay, yeah, that's good advice. Now, I'm also a college athlete. I run track and field, and I know that doing a sport can be very time-consuming. So, what are some ways that you manage your time with basketball and sports and community and friends?
I like to write stuff down.
Nice.
Because I'm very forgetful at times. So I try to write stuff down, kind of keep track of what I got to do all day, and usually I try to get my weeks lined up. So I know what I'm doing Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So it is very time consuming, but once you get the hang of it, you get the hang of it.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, it has been a pleasure having you here. Thanks for answering my questions and offering insight to basketball, and thanks for your time. We wish you and Evangel basketball success this season.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Coming up, we have news on the national sports teams, including NBA trades and an upset in collegiate basketball. Stay tuned.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Let 211 be your guiding light for help with food, healthcare, and other resources.
211, how can I help you?
Call 211 or visit 211.org. 211, get connected, get help.
One week before the Chiefs compete in the Super Bowl, the NFC competed in the 2025 Pro Bowl games, topping the AFC 76-63, including a 56-50 win in the Sunday's flag football game. The NFC has won all 3 years in flag football games since the February 2023 event.
The NBA had some major trades this past week. Luka Doncic, Max Kleber, and Markieff Morris, former Mavericks players, were traded to the Lakers. The Mavericks general manager quotes, "I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance." Dallas acquires Davis, Max Christie, and the Jazz receives Jalen Hood, the LA Clippers 2025 second-round pick, leaving fans in complete surprise and readiness to see where these players will take their team.
With the Super Bowl just days away, there's a lot of excitement in the air. With the Chiefs making it for the third time in a row in the bowl, many wonder if the Chiefs will bring home the cup for the third year in a row. The Chiefs will be going up against the Eagles, their old rivals from the 2023 Bowl. This will truly be an intense game.
On Saturday, Kansas State played the number 3 seed Iowa State. The game was one to remember as the Wildcats ended a 15-game road losing streak dating back to January of 2024. This was also Kansas State's largest win against an AP top 5 team since 1951. And Iowa State tied a season high with 18 turnovers, the second game they've lost with that many turnovers. The Wildcats tied a season high of 22 fouls committed, but despite this, they fought their way to victory to upset a top 3 team.
Okay, Adriana, I gotta know, are you like me when it comes to Super Bowl party games where you make an abundance of snacks like little Smokies, little crackers, all sorts of food, and you just have so much that there's enough to last you a week?
Yes, my family loves having tons of people over, and we always do a cookout and have chips and dip. My personal favorite is buffalo chicken dip.
Ooh, yeah, that is my personal favorite too.
It's pretty good.
Coming up next, we will have the EUTV Player of the Week.
We'll also have your upcoming Evangel games this week. We'll be right back.
There is there's a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
It's been a wild week for the Valor Sports.
It has, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they will compete this week too. Now let's show off one of our own on all their hard work on the field this season. It's time for the EU Sports TV Player of the Week.
Jacob Gillies has earned the KCAC Men's Indoor Track and Field Athlete of the Week, breaking the school and meet record in the high jump with a mark of 2.09 meters. Gillies' jump is currently tied for second in the NAIA so far this season. This marks the second time this season Gillies has named the KCAC Indoor Field Triathlete of the Week. What truly amazing talent. It's just like so great to see them getting the recognition they deserve.
Yes, and Jacob has been having a great season so far, and he's already like number 2 in the nation, and that's pretty crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Yes. Now let's take a look at the Evangel upcoming games this week. The women's basketball team faces off on Wednesday, February 5th at St. Mary's in Kansas City at 5:30 p.m.
And the men's basketball also faces off Wednesday, February 5th at St. Mary at 7:30 p.m.
The women's softball plays again on February 7th on Friday at Olivet Nazarene in Branson at 3 p.m.
And the men's basketball team plays Saturday, February 8th versus York University here in Springfield at 2 p.m.
Women's basketball also has another game on Saturday, February 8th versus York University, and that's here in Springfield at Evangel University at 12 o'clock. Go Evangel Valor!
I don't know about you, but I am so excited for this upcoming Super Bowl game. Not only is it on my birthday of all days, but I want to see if the Chiefs can get a three-peat this year.
Well, first of all, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
And yes, I know many Chiefs fans who are excited to see if they will get that three-peat win. I know that's really exciting for all of them.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today on Sports Update. We invite you to check out euvalormedia.com for all the latest Evangel news and media. I'm Ethan Mency.
And I'm Adriana McGregor. Be sure to join us in 1 week as we bring you the latest in sports news. For more information on Evangel Sports, go to evangelathletics.com. This has been Sports Update on EUTV.